Well, hello everybody and happy Tuesday. It is Tuesday, November 7th, 2023. And this is Lisa Freeman from stampingwithlisa.com coming to you live. And hello everybody. How are you guys doing today? I hope you have had an awesome start to your week. It was absolutely gorgeous today. It was like 75 and no humidity. It was so beautiful outside. And I'm going to tell you about my day in just a minute after everybody gets on here. So come on in, come on in. Say hello. Say hello. So we're doing a marathon stamping this evening. We're going to make 12 cards in 20 minutes, hopefully. They are super, super easy. I had a totally different idea in mind today, and then the day just got away from me, and this is what we're doing. So these cards are so easy. You're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I've got this piece of hair like on my face somewhere, and I'm trying to get it. I can, you know how like you can just feel there's this piece of hair hanging in front of your face and you can't find it? That's what I'm dealing with. It's driving me crazy. All right, come on in, everybody. Say hello. Let's see who's here. Hey, Diane. Hey, Carol. Hey, Carrie. Hey, Gail. Hey, Katie from Shakopee. I don't know if I said that right. Minnesota. Hey, Julie. Hey, Lynn. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Judith. Hey, Mary. Hey, Jody. Hey, Carol. Hey, Tony. Hey, Patricia. Hey, Diana. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Carol. Hey, Josie. Hey, Marie. Hey, Marva. Hey, Linda. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Regina. Hey, Michelle. Oh, everybody just went flying by. Let me see. I lost my place now. Hey, Valerie. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Rosemary. Hey, Nell. Hey, Melinda. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Francis. All right, so this is what we're doing. We're going to make 12 cards. We're going to do 4 of each one, and they're kind of similar to this. They're not all the same, but they're similar. So hopefully you guys remembered that today was the beginning of the new online stuff. So this paper started today, I think. As far as I know, it's still available. I'm keeping my fingers crossed, because I woke up this morning and I had totally forgotten about it. And then luckily I'm subscribed to a few other people. And you guys know I'm terrible about doing blog posts because, you know, I work a full-time job. So I just don't have time. Doing these videos like is enough. And I do classes. So I woke up and I got a message from somebody else that was like, oh, all the new stuff started this morning. And I was like, oh, yes. So immediately I went online to place an order and got some more of this paper because it is absolutely gorgeous. Hey, Bill. Hey, Barbara. Hey, Laura. Hey, Tootsie Bell. So I was so excited. Everything was available except for the butterflies, and had them here a minute ago. The butterflies and birds sticker things, which is a bummer because they're really pretty. And somebody told me they won't be back till November because I didn't even go look. But everything is available except those right now, I think, unless something sold out today. So hopefully the paper is still available. And I would say if you want it, you better get it today, because I'm sure this is probably going to end up being like the autumn paper and sell out. Hopefully they ordered like 5 million packs of it, and it won't. But anyway, so what we're going to do is cut it up. So let me show you. This is what I have left of my pack here. So I've used a lot of pieces already, but it is just absolutely gorgeous paper. So we're just going to pick a few pieces, cut them up. Well, I've already cut up most of them for you, but they're just so beautiful. And they look like, you know, somebody just painted them. And then the backs of them are just mostly plain, kind of watercolory looking, but still beautiful. And I made a few cards the other day, so in case you missed that video, let me show you the ones I made the other day. So here are some of them. These are what are sold out right now. So it'll say the suite's unavailable. That's the reason the suite's unavailable. So it's not because everything's gone. It's only because these are gone. So you can't order the whole thing. So these are some of the ones that I made the other day. Oops. In case you missed that video, and you can go back and watch it. It's the last video before this one. So, yeah, the autumn paper is gone for good, which stinks because I had just ordered, you know, like 5 more packs because I was going to do all this stuff with it. And now it's like, okay, well, I really hate to do a video with it because, you know, you can't get it anymore. So that kind of stinks. So now I have extra. So I might give it away. Well, I'm going to keep a lot of it, but I might give some away as some kind of prizes or something, but I would definitely get this one. So this is online only. So you got to go to, like, if you want to order, go to my website and click on shopping, and don't forget that host code, this host code. Or there's one, oh, you know what? I just realized I haven't even put the new one on my website yet. So it'll still say October. You can use that one though. It's still good. I'll try and remember to change that after the video, but that shows you how much I go to my website. I swear it's like the days go by so fast. I have this whole list of things I'm going to do on my days off, which today was my day off. But it's also my mother's birthday. So, well, her birthday's actually Thursday. But I have to go to Richmond Thursday for a meeting. So I won't be here. So I went to go see her today and spent most of the day over there. Took lunch and stuff. This is the stamp set that goes with this paper. It's called Garden Meadow. The paper's Meandering Meadows, I think by the S. These are the dies that go with it. So you can get the bundle, you can get the paper, you can get everything except for the actual, these things. Here they are. And these are so beautiful. I love them. I only have this one. So I was going to order some more of those, but unfortunately I can't. So well, I'll have to wait for that. But so anyway, we're going to make some of these. Oh, I got some Happy Mail. So I got these in the mail yesterday. So this one is from Liz Aronson, I think. Yeah, Aronson. And she said she did a one-sheet wonder. She was inspired by my one-sheet wonder, and she did one and made this card. So I just love it. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And then this gorgeous card I got from Joanne Whitaker, and it's using that, the mask, and she sponged it all in there and then kind of crinkled it up a little bit to give it a little bit of dimension. But it came out just beautiful. Love it, love it, love it. So she's from Australia, well, New Zealand. I guess that's right next to Australia. I think they're right next to each other. I'm so bad with geography, but I think Australia and New Zealand are like right there next to each other. Hopefully that is right. I hate to say the wrong thing, but I've never really looked on a map before, but I know my daughter went there. That was her, when she was in college, that was her senior study abroad trip, was to Australia and New Zealand. She got to see the Harry Potter, no, not, was it Harry Potter? Not Harry Potter. What is over there? They're little tiny houses that she went to. It was from some movie, not Harry Potter. Gosh, I can't think of the name of it. Now I have to call her and ask her. But she said it's like a whole village that they did for a movie, and they're all small little houses, and they could go inside of them. And I can't remember what oh, Hobbit. That's it. Hobbit. Okay, so it was for the Hobbit. So I think that was in New Zealand that she did that. But she had the best time, and of course it cost us a fortune, and I never got to go, but that's okay. At least she did. All right, so don't forget also, this is the card kit for right now through the 15th. So if you place an order of $50 or more using the host code here or the one on the website, and I'll change that one out. you'll get the supplies to make these 3 cards. And you'll also get a napkin, so you can make some napkin cards. So here's just what I did with one of them. I just made a little square 4x4, since this is a 5x5 napkin. I just did the square, and then I embossed it. I didn't make a card, but that's just something you could do with it. Then if your order's over $100, you'll get this pack of gems also. So there you go. And make sure you order soon to get this paper. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to stamp really fast. And I just did that on the inside. I did this one first, and I was like, I don't like that leaf in there. So then I switched it to this one. So I think I'm going to do that last and then make the color go better with it. So I've got 3 colors of background paper. I picked Misty Moonlight, Black, and Pretty Peacock, because that goes with almost all of them. So let me show you. All right, so I'm going to show you how I cut it. It's super easy. So I'm just going to take one, and almost all of them work for this. There's a couple that don't have something like in all 4 corners, but you're just going to cut this in half and then in half again. So we're going to cut it at 3 inches, and hopefully you can see that. Is that in my camera? Let me scoot it up a little bit. All right, so we're cutting it at 3 inches in half, because this is 6x6 paper. And then you get 2 halves. Then you're going to turn it, cut it at 3 inches again. There we go. Oops. So now you have 4 squares. So you get all these different views. And so you just do that with whatever pieces you want. And then you can make a million cards. So you can make 4 cards out of each piece of paper. And they're all beautiful. And just pick some cardstock. Like this one would go really pretty with probably that Sweet Sorbet. Or Fresh Freesia. Or the green. The green is kind of a garden green. And also the Parakeet Party kind of matched it. But it was a little bit bright. So I went more with the neutral colors. So that's what we're going to do. And the words are all from So Sincere. So I just picked this stamp set because it had a bunch of great words in there. So I just picked out 5 of those. So, well, actually this right here comes from something else, and I can't remember what that is, but the rest come from this one. So I've got Hope You're Feeling Better Soon. Hope your day is a happy one. You're in my heart and prayers, and be grateful for what you have. Be proud of who you are. So this one I thought, since it was big, would go better on the side. And then the thanks was just on my table, so I grabbed that. But all the rest come from this one. So we're going to use those. And I'm stamping all of those in black. So we're going to get started. Let me see. Reva said she was watching Jennifer McGuire and Gina Kay last week, and getting product is an industry-wide issue. Seems it's still a byproduct of issues from COVID. Oh, that's a bummer. Well, I think that is true, because I know there's a lot of people here that, you know, like work on houses or do other things like that, where they have to get parts for things, and they're having trouble getting them in a timely manner. Yes, Jude, I know. I had another project plan. I was going to be using the, some dies for this that were not the dies that come with it. Like the Grove die and the Aspen Tree die. And I just really didn't love the cards that I was making. So that's why I switched and made this instead. All right, so we have 5.5 by 8.5 white. I've got 12 of those. 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. I've got Misty Moonlight, Black, and Pretty Peacock, 4 of each one. And then I've got the DSP, 12 of these, all mixed up. And whoops, let me put these here so you can see what we're making. So there you go. So take a screenshot of that. So not all the cards are going to match, because each piece is different that we cut. So they'll all be different. So get a screenshot of that. And then we'll get started. Oops. Hey, Susan from Pottsboro, Texas. All right, hopefully you got a screenshot of that. And here we go. Let me scoot this down just a little bit. All right. So all I did was just cut a big stack of this, 6 sheets of paper, cut it in half. And then this, 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, you can get 6 of those out of 1 sheet. So I have 4 of each color. So there we go. And then these, so what I did was I kind of matched them with which color I thought looked the best. So I think these, I did, hold on. I had them stacked. I know that was black. And that was black. Black. That was blue. 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 And then these were the peacock ones. Wonder if any of these would be better with peacock. Let's see. That one's pretty. That one's pretty too. That one doesn't go with peacock too much. This piece was really pretty. This is one I cut up here. This one. That goes with the black. All right, so I think I have too many in this pile now. So I'm going to take one away. I think I'm going to take this one out and do that one. All right, so what I'm going to do first is just glue these together. So let's see. It's 7:16 right now, so we're going to go ahead and start. And I'm going to glue all these together real quick. So this is the super easy part. So grab these and do it assembly line style. And I like the green glue just because you always have an extra minute to make sure it's straight. And look how pretty the black looks with that one. That's gorgeous. Uh-oh, I'm missing one. Did I take one away? I don't know what happened. Oh. How did I miss one? That's so strange. I've got extra black. That's upside down. But no worries. We can turn it around. All right. 1, 2. I have an extra one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. That's so weird. I lost one. Very strange. All right. Let's get one back. We'll put that one on there. My back looks pretty too. So I went to Chipotle and picked up lunch for my mother and I because I love Chipotle. And then I went over to her apartment. So I think I told you guys, so they renovated her apartment, so she had to move to a different apartment. So now she's in a brand new one. But she has boxes from floor to ceiling because she's a hoarder. So I was hoping when she moved, she would throw away some of that stuff because her new apartment, they, for some reason, took away like their little storage closet and put a water heater in there. And they told them they can't store anything in there because it's a fire hazard. So now she's got like one less big closet. That was like a big closet. And so now she doesn't have that. And so today she's got these boxes piled everywhere. And I'm like, we're going through the boxes. And I'm like, you don't want this, do you? You don't want this, do you? And every single thing, she's like, yeah, I want that. Yeah, I want that. I'm like, really? So I opened one box. And now she's 80 years old on Thursday. She hasn't driven in 10 years probably. And because the last car she had, she wrecked it. And then she couldn't afford to get another car. And she spends every bit of her monthly check, every single penny, and is always like in the hole at the end of the month because she orders stuff on QVC and everywhere else. That's just junk stuff. And I can't get her to stop. And so she's got boxes of that stuff. Like she loves buying skincare stuff and makeup. She never leaves her apartment hardly, but she loves to buy that stuff. So Anyway, I open a box and it's got these two ratty old pillow, like seat cushions in there. And I said, we can throw these away, right? Because they're disgusting. She goes, no, I'm saving those for when I get another car. And I said, it's been 10 years. I don't think you're getting another car. And, you know, she doesn't even have a driver's license anymore because it expired. And she was never really a good driver to begin with. So I'm sure now she's a terrible driver. And I said, you are not getting another car. I said, for one thing, you don't have any money to buy another car, and they're really expensive nowadays. And I said, you couldn't even afford the car insurance or the property tax, because our property tax here is ridiculous. This one's kind of hard to tell which way it goes. So, of course, she gave me a dirty look, and she's like, I'm not getting rid of them. I'm like, okay, how about if you ever get another car, I'll buy you 2 new seat cushions. And they're really just like little pillows, like you throw on a couch or something, you know. But they're so old and ratty. And I'm like, just shaking my head. Like, oh my God, I can't believe you want to keep these things. And you have no room. All right, so we're going to do, let's see. We're going to use black for all the words, I think. So let's do 4 on the side this way. So this is a really nice saying. I like this. So do any of y'all have parents like that just are basically hoarders and they don't want to get rid of anything? And like she goes to the bathroom and I just want to just grab everything in sight and throw it out the door into a pile outside where she can't see it. But I did buy her a really nice chair to go outside on her little patio, and she was very excited about that. So it's like a swivel chair, you know, with the cushion, and it's really, really cute. So she was very excited because it was so nice today. I put it out there and I said, come out here and sit. She sat down. She goes, wow, this is a nice chair. I said, I know. So she was happy with that. All right, so we've got 4 that way. I'm going to do a few thanks. So that's going to go this way. Let's do a couple of these. And I think, oops, this way. I did it this way. Let's do three of these. I hope I'm not shaking my camera when I do that. Oops. I keep wanting to go the wrong way. Yeah. Vicky says her mom's turning 90. She does the same thing. Sneak a box out each time you visit. I know. I try. But she can spot if something's missing. Oops. I was just going to do 3 of those, right? Yep. Okay. So I inked that up for nothing. All right. Let's do this one. Hope you're feeling better soon. Oh, and speaking of that, so I had several people email me about the cards. You know, I was talking about sending cards like we did for Spice Girl. So I've gotten a few people with addresses. So if you want, oh, that one didn't come out very good. So if you want to get on the list, like if you're going through cancer or, you know, just a hard time or, you know, any kind of physical problems and you need uplifting cards, let me know and send me your address and I'll post it on the video next time. I love this one too. You're in my heart and prayers. I didn't do the happy day one. All right, and one more. Now, if you want to do these on dimensionals, the little squares, you can. But I wanted to make these like as easy as possible, so I didn't. I just did them flat down. So here we go. I think I'm going to do the peacock ones this way. So I'm just going to glue them down. She would not miss most things. I know it, because a lot of stuff, she said when she was moving, she said there was some stuff in the boxes she hadn't seen in like 15 years. She's been in that apartment, I think, 17 years or something. She said she hadn't seen it. She's like, all that time I was wondering what happened to that. And I'm like, well, you haven't used it in all these years. You don't need it. And then she she has really, really bad arthritis, and like her feet are all just horrible. And she's got neuropathy and all this stuff. So the only thing she can wear is tennis shoes, like specific tennis shoes. And so I pull out a box, and there's like 25 pairs of shoes in there. And they're like heels and boots, you know, high boots, like knee boots, and just all these shoes. And I'm like, okay, we can just throw this whole box away, because the only thing that you can wear is basically tennis shoes. And they have to be really good, like support kind of shoes. And she starts pulling them out. She's like, oh, I bet these would look good. They're from the 70s, like boots, like pleather. They're pleather boots from the 70s. And they've got so much dust you can't even tell what color they are. And I'm like, you are never going to wear those. Just throw them in the trash. So, needless to say, I was over there. I got a piece of hair on here. I was over there for like 3 or 4 hours, and we got maybe 3 boxes done. And she did not throw away much of anything. So, Pat says, my family would like to get rid of most of my card making. I know it. I'm lucky because I live by myself, so nobody can see that. Nobody says anything. Colette says, my mom's the opposite. She will get rid of her stuff and yours if you leave her at the house. I know, that's what's so funny. She comes to my house and she's like, well, you have a lot of stuff. I said, I run a business out of my house. And I said, and it's not 1/10 as much as you have. And my house is 10 times bigger than her apartment. I said, so don't even say anything. At least I have 2 bedrooms that don't have any clutter in them. Because I have my room and a guest room that are not full of stuff. But I do have a room over the garage that is. Oops. Some of these are hard to tell which way they go. I think it goes that way, but I'm not positive. It's hard to tell. I think it does go this way. I should have left them in the original position. If you were to say you could use whatever, would she say? You know what? Well, she did say, do you have any room at your house that you could store some of this stuff? And I was like, heck no. But then I started thinking, I should just say yes, and I'll take it, and then I'll just throw it in the trash when I get home. But then one day she'd be like, oh, do you still have that whatever I gave you? I think I'm going to do that next time. I'm going to say, yeah, I'll take some of that stuff home with me and put it in my attic for you. Let's see what she says. See how fast these cards are? We just got to stamp the inside and that's it. Some are hard to tell, though. I can't tell if this is upside down or not, but I think it's the right way. I know. What's really scary is if something happens to her and I got to go through all that junk. Well, I would just probably pull a dumpster up to the back door and just throw it all in the dumpster. Because there's not much of anything that she has that I would want to keep. Because it's she and I had totally different styles. She's more like the 70s. She likes like oranges and greens and 60s and 70s style furniture and stuff. And I'm kind of like, everything in my house is farmhouse looking. It's all gray and black and white and you know that style that's called like farmhouse. I love it. But then she comes over here and she wants all the stuff that I have. And I'm like, okay, you say we have different styles, but yet you like everything that I have and you want to buy it. Because she'll say, where'd you get that? I want you to order me one. And I'll say, I'll get you one if you get rid of some of your stuff that you have. right. See how fast these were? Now, if you wanted to, you could get fancy. You could put some ribbon. You could put some gems. We're going to put some Wink of Stella on these. All right, so now we're going to stamp the inside. So for the inside, what did I get? Oh, you know what? I left it on the table. Darn it. Well, let me see if I got anything on the table here we can use. I have a little leaf. I left that stamp sitting right on my table. Oh, and somebody said this one comes from Hope and Prayers. This is the one I used the other day that I didn't remember where it came from. Hold on, let's see what we got. I know I got something on this table we can stamp. Hold on. Oh, you see my, oh, it just dropped off the table. Hold on. I can't believe I left that. All right, we'll just use this one. Okay, there's a little flower. This will work fine. All right, so the ones that have the blue, let me do the same color. So we'll just do this little flower leaf right here. Right there. Kind of tilt it a little bit. That looks just good enough. Pretty good, pretty good. That's pretty. That's from, what is that from? It's from that stamp set that looks like flowing flowers. What is it called? I think it's like textile something. Floral something. I don't know. Thanks, Jude. She said these are the quickest cards ever and so pretty. You guys are writing a lot today. I need to go back and read something. Let me see. Nell says she's 83 and kind of a hoarder. Not real bad, though. Susan says, if you were to say... You could, oh, yeah, you already read that one. Annie says, my parents went through the Depression and the shortages after World War II, so they kept so much stuff. I know. I mean, I'm a little bit of a hoarder, but not like super bad. It's all stamp stuff that I have. And a little bit of makeup. I'm kind of a makeup hoarder. I don't know why I have this thing about Ulta and a couple other places. I love ordering makeup and getting all those little free samples. I just love that stuff. And trying out new things. And I'm also a paper hoarder. So if I have like little notebooks and like stamp, like pads, notepads, I just keep them all. I love them. And then of course, stamps. I'm a hoarder of stamps. All right, so for these right here, I'm going to switch colors to Pretty Peacock. So it'll match the front. Can't believe I forgot the stamp that goes on the inside. Silly me. So, I've had to pull up. We had a freeze the other night, like just for a minute. I think it got below 30 or 32 because all of my Vinkas were dead the other day. They were all like just frozen. So I had to go out there and pull them all. So I wanted to plant pansies and, you know, it's getting a little bit late, but I thought for sure there would be pansies left. So I stopped by Lowe's today on the way home from her house and they had nothing. I'm talking, I pulled up and I thought they were going out of business or something. Like out front, there was not one plant. And then I walked in to the garden center and they had like one little rack of some plants. I don't even know what kind they were. And I asked Lady, I'm like, do y'all have any pansies left? And she's like, oh no, we've been out of those for a while. And I'm like, I know I usually get them like the end of October, but I don't know. Because we really haven't had, I mean, we had a couple cool days where the nights got cold, but not really like super bad. So Anyway, I might have missed out on my pansies this year, which is going to stink if I did. All right, so now I'm going to splatter these with some Winkostella. I was going to spray them, but because it's just one sheet of cardstock, and you spray it, it tends to kind of make it warp a little bit. So we're just going to do some Winkostella. So we're just going to hit it and put some sparkle on there. So can you guys see that? So I'm just tapping this on here. And the key to tapping is hold it at the end and just let it flop, like kind of like you're hitting the drums or something. My customers all want to sit here and go like this, like right at the beginning and go like this, and it never works. I'm like, no, you gotta hit it hard. But it is putting lots of sparkle on there. You can do it with your markers and your Stampin' blends too, and it'll give you a lot of color. So I don't know if you can see that, but it's got a lot of sparkle on there. This one really does. Let me see if you can see that. Trying to get it in the screen the right way. Hopefully you can see that. It's so pretty. I'm gonna need some more juice in here. This one might be almost empty. Let me try this one. Oh yeah, this one's got a lot more. Oh, look at that. I love it. See, we'd be done by now if I didn't have to do this. But it makes such a difference. It just gives it all that sparkle. But we'll still be done in 20 minutes. That's right. I'm getting some all over my hand. I can feel it. And I have a funny joke for you guys tonight. A really funny. It's a little bit long, but I had kind of a dirty joke, but I think I'll wait till Saturday for that one. That's so funny. Can you guys see it on my hand? Oh, so pretty. I'll hold it up in a minute. It's getting all over my desk too. All right, can you see that? So beautiful. Dang, it's just not showing up on here like it is in person. But I'll be giving some of these cards away soon, so you guys will get some in the mail. Some of you. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, there we go. Hopefully you can see that. I'll take some close-up pictures, so hopefully it'll show up. All right, so let me read all these comments because you guys are writing like books here. I see all these long things. Let me see. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you, thank you. Sparkling fingers. I know it. You see them? They're sparkling. How many sets of false eyelashes? I don't think she has any of those. I do have one set. I wore some to my daughter's wedding. Those are the only ones I have. Love how many cards you got out of each sheet. I know, 4 cards out of each sheet. So if we get 1 pack, you could make, what's 48 times 4? 96, 100, 192? You could make 192 cards. Hit it good. Hearing aids. Somebody has hearing aids. I missed that one. All right, so better look before you trash my mom. Oh, that happened to one of my friends. Her husband's father died, and he was really, really rich. And I mean, he left them a lot of money, but they were going to his house after he died, and I guess his wife had already died, so it was just him. And so he had a library, like an actual library in his house. And let me spread these out so you can take pictures if you want. So they're all different. Every single one is different. So they were packing up all the books, and there was just hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of books. And so they're packing them up, and they got like 25, 30 boxes of books packed up, and all of a sudden they dropped one and money fell out of it, and they were like, oh no, you got to be kidding me. So they unpacked all the books that they had already packed and then looked in all the rest of the books. They had to go through every book and look and see. And they found like, I think it was about $50,000 worth of money inside all of the books. So yeah, but I know my mother doesn't have any money in. She's always broke. I'd be surprised if I found $1 somewhere in her apartment, because she is broker than broke. Oh, Michelle said she's a pen hoarder too. I love pens too. I buy so many pens, like calligraphy pens and all different kinds. Yep, and we have drug reps come in all the time, and doctor's offices bring pens in, and I sit at the front desk, so I get to steal them all. So I take all the pens. All right, so let me get the joke for you. Hold on. Oh, if you haven't done thumbs up yet, make sure you do that. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. No, she's not hiding money. I know she spends every bit of money she has, because she's always overdrawing on her checking account. And she doesn't look at it online, and she doesn't know until things start bouncing and the bank calls her. So yeah, she's very bad with money, like total opposite of what I am. So it kind of kills me, because she's exactly the opposite of me. So I don't know why, but I'm like my father was. Okay, so here's the joke. It's a little bit long, but it's really cute. A doctor is sitting in his office and is waiting for his next patient. A man enters the room. He tells the doctor that he has a back injury from yesterday's activities. The doctor asks him what he did that caused his back injury. Well, doctor, I came home early yesterday after work and found a pair of men's shoes that did not belong to me. I rushed upstairs and found my wife naked in the bed with the glass door open to the balcony. I rushed to the balcony and saw a man running away on the street trying to put his pants on. I got so angry that I picked up the refrigerator next to me and flung it at him. And that's how I got my injury. I see, said the doctor. He prescribed him some medicine and bid the man farewell. The next patient came in with bandages on his arms and legs and around his head. The doctor asked the man how he received his injuries. Well, doctor, yesterday I overslept and I had to rush to work because I was afraid my boss was going to fire me. I was running down the street trying to put on my clothes when this fridge came out of nowhere and hit me. I see, said the doctor. He prescribed him some medicine and sick vacation from his work for 3 weeks and bid him farewell. A third patient came in, fully bandaged and in a wheelchair. It was obvious that he had a few broken bones. The doctor looked the man up and down and asked him how he received his injuries. Well, doctor, you see, yesterday I was inside this refrigerator, right? So the guy who was having an affair with the wife was in the refrigerator, and he threw the refrigerator out the window at the other guy who was putting his pants on, and that was the wrong guy. So that is the story. So I thought that was hysterical. So tell your husbands that one, because I think that's a good one. Your husband stashed money all over, but you only found $500. You know, when I was married, I used to stash money all over the place. And one day my ex-husband found one of the envelopes, but I used to have envelopes because I didn't want him to know how much money I had. And because that was one reason we got divorced. His business was doing terrible, and my business, Stampin' UP business, was doing really well. So I would just hide money because I didn't want him to know how much money I was making. So I hid it like in underwear drawers and in old purses, you know, hanging in the closet. And then one day he found an envelope full of money. He's like, why are you hiding this money? He got all mad. And I'm like, if you only knew how much money I have. So, But thank God, because when we got divorced, that's what saved me, was all that money I had hidden around the house. So that's a good thing. But the bad thing is I hid it so well that some of it I didn't find, because I'm like, I knew, you know, how many envelopes but I still haven't found some of them. So even after I moved, I haven't found them. So I don't know what happened to them. But that's the bad thing. It's probably in a box in the garage that I haven't unpacked yet. All right, so thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed that. Super easy cards that you can make in about a minute or two each. So they're super fast, and cutting is a piece of cake too. So just cut all your cardstock and get ready, and then just go psh, and you're done. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll be back on Saturday at noon for another video. And you guys take care. Have a great week. And if you want to get on that list for the card chain, the prayer chain cards, or whatever we're going to call them, uplifting cards, let me know. And you just have to give me your address, and I'm going to show your address so people can send you cards. And just tell me, why you need the cards, if you're going through stuff. And I'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.